Hey, what's up, guys? This is the professor from Kingdom 24. I usually don't post videos other than KVKs, but got a lot of question about, hey, professor, how do you spend your money? What to buy with gems and what packs to buy. So I figure I'd make a quick video on, what I've been spending my money for. So as you can see, I've been playing this game for 630 days. I've seen it all the events, all the New Year's, this and that packs, and Lilith trying to get your money. I've seen it all, and I'm currently still VIP 16. I'm in no means one of those mega blue whales who has a penis of 15 feet. I might be one of those smaller sperm whales, right? Because $15,000 in the past a year and a half is not nothing, right? So, uh, I think it definitely is sufficient. It's because that we are not, just have unlimited credit card. So I do think about what I need to buy and what is needed. And as you can see, coming from an older kingdom, I possibly got all these commanders that are needed during war. It's definitely sufficient enough, right? Um, I also bought all the VIP chests, so they are definitely something that if you unlock on VIP, you definitely wanted to buy those, right? All right, so let's talk about what to buy. First thing before you purchase, you need to know your budget. All right, so whether you want to spend like $50 a week, $200 a week, $100 a week, or $5 a week, you definitely want to know your budget. And to me, spending in game is very similar with going to Vegas, right? So you're activating the same receptors in your brain, and you're getting the same high, right? You're getting the same pleasure. A lot of people for this game is just numbers game. They just close eyes and click. It's like going to casino, right? All right, so look at the bundles. The first thing you don't want to buy is Living Legend. Uh, Resource Reserve you don't want to buy. New World, unless you're trying to migrate, you do not want to buy this. Um, if you want to migrate and it gets expensive over time, you probably want to spread it out over the month, right? So buy the $5, the next $10, and then buy the $20 one, and then the 50 and $100 packs for New World is not necessarily worth it for the passport, right? So those are the things you don't want to buy. If you're already T5, definitely War Machine. And the thing you want to buy, if you're T5, is the Ancient Calls that comes out every 2 weeks, right? So uh, because it gives you most speed ups, other than non special events. And if we look at this new pack, Hammer, right? I think at this point to differentiate yourself from like those 70 million free to plays, and because everybody has T5, uh, equipments definitely will play an important role in the future. So if you have a lot of money, you definitely want to buy these the hammer packs, uh, because that's what's gonna stand you out in the future. How to smash, right? Everybody has T5. You're gonna have to stand out using your equipment. Now let's look at the daily. The daily one, it doesn't cost that much, but it's kind of like buying a pack of cigarettes, right? And then you like $4 each day. It's like no big deal. It's kind of like getting a beer. But hey, this is called capitalism and American consumerism. Okay, so this is how they get you. $4 a day, you don't even know it adds up, right? 10 days later, you think, oh my God, it's $40. So, and the only thing it gives you is the treasure chest. It gives you commanders that you can unlock. But at this point in older kingdoms, the meta has shifted. You do not no longer need Cao Cao or Muhammad, Fred, Al Cid, and Martel. Like most of these commanders is obsolete, right? It's because we have the third generation archers and calves now. So you don't necessarily need to buy these, right? Unless you have a specific commander that you like in the pool. So save those. And let's say if you have $100 a month budget, just buy once a month, right? So you either wanted to buy the ancient call, if you have not maxed your T5s, or you wanted to wait for the special event, right? So remember, Lilith always gives you special events that pops up next to the this icon right here, right? The top little sword icon, and those are always more worth it. So you, if you have a certain amount of budget, you always wanted to wait, almost always wanted to wait for the special packets to come out. Gives you most speed ups and gives you special items that can use to unlock event specific items, right? So it's basically double the value, right? All right, so that's the packs. That's how you spend your cash, right? Once you got cash, once you got once you got these packs, like right what I have right now, I have probably 190,000 gems. How do you spend gems, right? How do you what do you buy? Now let's first look at the courier station. All these ones that only costs resources, you always want to buy because this is essentially exchange, right? And all these 90% blue, if you're really short on resource and you don't have time to have like five different freaking farm accounts, you wanted to buy these ones, the 90% blue, right? So these 80 and 90% green, you do not need necessarily need, even for these. And all the resource exchange speed ups you want to buy, okay? Uh, and what do you want? I usually buy all these right here. Now you want to refresh once because it's free anyways, right? After you bought everything. So here you want to buy this. And for speed ups, so what kind of speed up is worth it, right? What speed ups? So all the speeds that are above 50% is is relatively even to equal to value. Okay, so you can buy these, buy that, and then you can buy these 60%. You can see 60%, 70%. You always almost want to buy. Okay, and what I do right now is I also buy the equipment like this. Okay, so but the equipment, the materials is up to you. Okay. Now, do I refresh? Right. So you spend 100 and refresh. Now, usually I don't. Right. But when do you want to refresh? It's when you are when you are trying to save enough speed ups for let's say a more than gem event, or hey, I'm gonna compete for mighty governor in the future, and I probably need all the extra speed ups I have, right? So here, so I will do one just to see. Now usually I only do to 100 still. It takes time to accumulate because further along it might not worth it if you keep refreshing. It's just waste of gems, so I usually only do one. Okay, so you see these 70% uh, discount you want to buy. Now 50%, so 70% always want. Now the cutoff line is likely to be the 50% 60 minutes, so I didn't get one right now. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get one just to demonstrate. So you want to buy all these. You don't want to buy this one. You want to buy this one. You want to buy this one. So I still haven't see a 50%, right? Um, Teleport, if you're saving for war, buy it, but if not, never buy these kind of stars. It's never worth it. It will come over time. Okay, now VIP shop, would I buy? So that's courier station, so all the speeds above 50%, I'm talking about the 5 minute, other than the 5 minutes, right? You don't want to buy the 50% 5 minutes, only buy the 70%. Okay, and all the resources, blue resources, that is uh, above 90%, right? And exchange, if you have items with resource exchange, exchange all of them. Okay, all right. Shop all the resource ones. I don't need to say. Now this speed right here, if you are a economic spender like me, uh, you would not need to buy this. All right, you would not need to buy this. You want to buy the 8 hours, and you want to buy the 24 hours, right? If you feel you really need to, and you don't buy the legendary commander sculpture if you spending like me, because uh, this is rather expensive. So all the events that you have, you may able to get those in other events. Spend those gems wisely, right? But if you're a mega whale, you don't give a fuck. Then you just you click all of them. And I have people buying this too. I have Aklon, who was one of my friend. He buys this thing, right? There's he's also he also has OCD, and he will gem the troops, right? All right. So now let's look at should I gem troops or not, right? So when you are looking at troops, right? So only gem troops if you are pushing for any kind of event. Usually, you never want to gem the troops because the it's just not efficient. You want to over time buy these kind of speed ups, right? And use those wisely. Right? So you almost never want to directly gem troops on the spot, and that's when you can go full full autistic, and you can lose a lot of value. Okay. All right, so I think we have talked about most of the general stuff. If you guys have some specific questions, how to spend these, we can take a look. And another question is, should I use gems for my for to do? As you can see, I have billions of resource here. I've used a lot during war already. Um, there's also questions. Should I use gems for these arrows and books? Well, the question is, spending it for books is okay if you're really rushing it, but over time, you get those during KVK events. Um, so you almost wanted to save if you don't have that much money, and you're gonna you enjoy this game, you're gonna play for a while. You don't necessarily need to spend them, and all the old server free to plays are now like having thousands of books and extra arrows. They don't even know what to do, right? And do you use gems for VIP? That's another very important question. Now, for a VIP, if you're free to play, you almost only needed to go to level 12, right, to unlock this third, right? This is the second two heads per day, right? And anything other than this, um, if you are a little small or to moderate spender, you can accumulate this over time for sure, and from getting gifts from Alliance, right? Because you get a VIP points from this, right? See, you can get some VIP point here and there. Over time, you will accumulate. So we don't suggest you directly use gem for the VIP, but if you, let's say you are like, oh, I'm 1,000 away and I can get it, then by all means activate. So I hope you guys really learn something and about this game. Um, I will, but the most importantly, have fun and spend within your means and enjoy. You don't want to overspend. We have people that overspend and later on quit game because they're spending over their limits, and then they saw their credit card and they're like $10,000 in debt, right? So definitely spend within your means, and this is just like gambling. So as long as you have fun, okay. All right, so I will see you guys later.